like normal Mandarin spoken by Taiwanese people. So how would you pronounce this? 山寨版手机, right? And that's the formal way to say it, but we tend to go 山寨版手机. So what happened there is that you didn't want to move your tongue back to the back of your mouth. So what happens is you're too lazy to do that. So if that happens, your pronunciation is gonna go off the line, go off the straight line. You're gonna stray off. So you want to pronounce every single syllable correctly. Okay. So the first category of the so-called lazy mouth, I call it the aholic. Now I would like to invite another person to read these words for me. The one below the O. Can you do this? Thanks.
Well, back, place, leaves, has, detail, fell.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, notice his will and his and feel. He kind of said it like well, and has, and fell. Oh, did you? Were you reading this? Oh, sorry, my mistake. Okay. All right. Then suppose that he can do it very well. All right. How come you didn't say well? I thought you said will. Alright, never mind. Okay, some people do it like well, bet, and bless, or believed, has, to tell, or tell. But remember, yours, you don't want to have too much of that. You have to say what the word actually is. Will, back, place, believe, is, detailed, and feel. So you have to, don't make it into a, don't be a aholic. Alright? Now the next one is called, so there are people who like E, and there are also someone who doesn't like E in the world. And I call this the anti-E-ist. So remember, do the one on the right. Don't say the wrong one. Alright, why don't you try it? Thanks. Yeah, those two. Oh, sorry. Yes. Alright. Sorry.
Question. Let's happen. Clear.
Good. Thank you. Apparently, nobody needs to listen to me. Very good. Question. Let's happen. Clear. Actually, most people pronounce clear correctly, but a lot of people doesn't pronounce clearly, very clearly. Alright? Some people say it clearly, very clearly, clear, something like that. So remember, it's clearly, not clearly. And yeah, question, don't make it question, or let's, or happen. Remember to have the correct sound. Alright? Now the next one is what I call the ongoer. Why don't you say it?
Let me see. Right now.
Yes. Thank you. Perfect. Apparently our president has very good pronunciation. Right? So what some people would tend to do is they go like, let me see, or right now, right? So what's the problem there? There's a pause missing in the front, so it's let me see. There's a small pause in the left, and a small pause in the right. When you want to make a sound silent, you have to make a little pause. You neglected the T, but because you neglect the T, you should have a small pause there to sound more correctly. So it's let me see and right now. Alright? The next one is called the R omitter. Can you help us?
Or, are, crying, never, short, wrote.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, nobody needs me today. Okay, so I guess you're all good people trying to help your friend. So just listen to me for a little while so that you can help your friend out. So it's or, are, crying, matter, short, and world. So a lot of people will tend to miss out the R. They go oh, ah, quite, matter, or show, would. Yeah, something like that. I think you should have heard it quite often, right? So the problem is they missed out the R. So next time you hear your friend say this, just, oh, you missed the R, and help them out. So the easy way to fix this problem is just move your tongue and move your mouth, like those cute little dogs, alright? Second one is a very tricky part. It's called what I call the difficult TH. In order to make me look better, I'm gonna let Claire say these. Thank you.
No, I can't pronounce it. Thousand. The, there, they, that, although. What?
That's okay. Hope I don't get fired today. Okay, some of the words you can't really tell whether she's pronouncing it correctly or not, but the first two I can tell. Like thousand. The problem is that she sounded kind of like thousand. So the difference is that whether or not you have your tongue out. So you have to have your tongue out really, really much. I'm just taking a photo. Alright, never mind. We'll do this after. I'm running out of time. Right. Okay, so you have to have your tongue out. Thousand, like the girl. Thousand. You have to have like 1/5 of your tongue out at first, but you can change it later on. But remember, you have to have your tongue out. If your tongue is not out, then you're pronouncing it wrong, kind of. So, and after you have your tongue out, you have to let the air out through the top of your tongue, between your teeth and your tongue. So, the TH sound, thousand, the, there, they, that, although, think, others, those. Yeah, your tongue. Alright. So, next is what I call the overemphasis. Yeah, the right side.
Valuation, special, sigma, psychology, pseudo.
Thank you. Great, perfect. Actually, somebody say, oh, you have your spelling wrong. Special is supposed to be special. Alright, because that's the weird part of English. I put this special up here because one of my professors said it. He always said it as special. So I just want to point out that you don't always have to read out what you see. Sometimes our eyes can be deceiving. So it's actually a trick of language. When you say it really quick, it becomes special, kind of like a B instead of a P. That's just one weird part of English. And evaluation, I know a lot of people say evaluation, and I think some part of English, like some dialects of English might say evaluation, but if you're trying to speak American English, most of the time it's evaluation instead of evaluation. Alright? I hear evaluation more often than evaluation. And sigma, some say it as sigma. This is just professor style. You don't have to copy with it. And psi, some say it psi or psychology. So nobody said psychology. Or pseudo. I don't know. Yeah. So some sounds are supposed to be stay silent, then let it stay silent. All right. Overemphasis. Let's go down to the next one called the accent error. So don't read the word on the right. don't read the red one. Read the